What's up, guys? CW Summoner 51, and today is NXT Takeover Day, which only means tomorrow is the biggest day of the year, and I'm so excited for tomorrow. This show really is the most, there's the least hyped I've been for a takeover ever, and it shouldn't be that way. I don't know. I don't feel the buzz like a normal takeover event. I don't know if it's WrestleMania taking away from it. Well, that's partial the reason. But there's also the fact that this has become just the typical filler takeover. And it's like, I don't know how many we've got into this. Pretty much since Joe won the title, it's been because Joe and Sammy had a pretty, or not Joe and Finn had a great feud. But then it's been biggest, what's it called? Biggest free agent, bring him in, win the title. Biggest free agent, and then he wins the title. Let's feud with the guy he beat it from for a takeover, so. And then now let's keep doing that. And it's not what NXT was built on. NXT was built on taking guys, like, don't get me wrong, they had, like, Seth Rollins down there at the beginning, and Cassius Ohno. But it was on building guys up to the point where they were ready for the main roster, not guys who are undoubtedly ready for the main roster, and just touring around the country trying to make this thing profitable. And, like, part of the reason I'm not as hyped, is definitely that last week they uploaded the back archive of NXT. Well, they uploaded a ton of NXT. I think all of 2012, and they started doing 2013. I don't know, I stopped my rewatch to get hyped for Mania this week. But I spent all of last week watching old school NXT. When it was, like, I loved it so much. So, the change has definitely not been good, and I don't like it, but it's still here, and I'm part of the reason it happens, because I will buy a ticket whenever they come, because I still want to support NXT and say, I've been to every NXT show in Columbus. But it's going to be a fun show regardless of how hyped I am going into it. NXT is always good. So far, there are only 5 listed matches. I expect them to throw something else onto the card. Right now, these 5 are still pretty good, so I'm okay with the 5. Just 5 so far. Cassius Ohno deserves to be on the card, though, so I'm not, like, completely okay with just 5 matches right now. So the first match was just added a bit ago, or a couple days ago or something like that. Ty Dillinger, Roderick Strong, No Way Jose, and Ruby Riott versus Sanity. I'm pumped for this. I'm excited to see Ruby Riott and at Takeover. I think that's crazy that they've, like, already got her in Takeover. Roderick Strong, love him. Ty's is a man. This will probably be his last Takeover, hopefully, for him. And then Jose is just friggin' one of the most over there is, so. And Insanity is so damn good. It's gonna be great. I think Sanity's gonna win. You just gotta keep giving them, like, buzz, making them worth something. Because Eric Young, like, with the right champion, could be a damn good challenger with the whole group, so I really would like to see them continuing this whole Sanity rise, so I think they're gonna go with Sanity. But I could see it as a Ty Dillinger, like, letting him leave, but also the going out on your back thing is still there, and if it is Ty's last takeover, you can see that. Aleister Black versus Andrade Almas. Just a year ago, not even like a full year ago, Almas was in that spot of, that newcomer coming in and beating the, guy that they put out there. Oh, wow. But, and now he's most likely going to be that guy that loses to Aleister Black when Aleister Black debuts at TakeOver. That's kind of sad. I hope Almas can become hot after this, but there's no chance in hell Aleister Black comes in on a loss. Even though I think it would be cool to like build up Andrade like that. But the thing is, there's like so many heels now in NXT, it's hard to like do something extravagant with them all. Because like, there's Eric Young, Bobby Roode's the champ, Andrade. Like, they all can't go for the title because Bobby Roode's the champ. Like, you're not going to have a heel versus heel feud. So, but I would like to see Andrade do something good after this, but there's no chance he wins it. Authors of Pain versus DIY versus the Revival for the tag titles. Oh, but before, something was announced today that got me a little disappointed is that NXT will be getting new championship belts, titles, whatever, tonight. I'm pretty bummed, not gonna lie, because I love the NXT title. My favorite belt, maybe of all time. It's definitely my favorite belt now. I just, from watching in 2012 when I first saw that thing, like, put on Seth Rollins, I thought, you know what, that thing's beautiful. And I've loved it since then. I just love like the big X and then like the just the little N and T. I love that plate. So I'm bummed to see them. The other titles, I mean, I like them. They're not like those titles. I'm not like terribly sad about seeing go, but I am also because like this is the thing is I've grown. I've watched NXT from the time it started, and those belts are something special. And this makes me really regret not purchasing the tag title, which was only $150 at the last NXT Columbus show. I didn't quite have $150, but I could have made it work. And I'm so bummed that I didn't do it. It was so damn cheap. And now they're gone. I do hope to get a set of Blaze replicas, though. And I'm not even the biggest belt collector, but, like, I only have one, and that was given to me. But I do want to have a set of these belts. Anyway, title match. I don't see the Authors of Pain losing them now. Like, I could see DIY doing the whole, like, winning the titles and, taunting the Revival as you're not the only two-time champs anymore. And then possibly prolonging the Revival's stint to try and, like, become the first three-timers, since they're not the only two-timers now. I could kind of see that going, but I don't, because I'd see the Revival coming up this week, Monday or Tuesday, so I see the Authors of Pain winning this. Asuka and Ember Moon. I can see Ember Moon, like, climbing a couple of times and then beating Asuka eventually, and not just on this first one. And I really think that's where they're going to go with it, so I'm going to say that Ember Moon, or Asuka, retains. Even though I hope Ember Moon wins and Asuka gets moved up, because Asuka's reign has been very boring to me. Like, it started off on a wrong note because I was pissed Bayley lost the title and then stayed down so long. Like, that had nothing to do with Asuka, really. But I was just so mad that they, like, beat Bayley and then didn't give it to a heel. Didn't turn Asuka heel or anything. And then there was, like, there's the whole, like, excuse of they needed somebody to carry the brand. But Bayley still stayed down there until August. So you didn't really need a face. You could have built up a face of the women's division who was a baby face in that time, but they didn't. So, but then it's just been squash match. You know there's no chance the challenger's beating her, so I mean, everybody was shocked that she didn't lose it at the Fatal 4-Way match, so I guess there was a shocking moment of her title reign, but yeah. I'm getting bored of it, so I hope it ends, but I just don't see it happening. Bobby Roode for Shinsuke Nakamura. Bobby Roode's winning this. Bobby Roode's staying and becoming the guy in NXT, carrying that title for a while. Possibly to, like, I don't know who they're going to call it. Cash Zono probably going to challenge him a couple more times. But, because there's no way Shinsuke's not coming up this week. Shinsuke has to come up this week. He's been down there for way too long. Don't get me wrong, I completely agree with them sending him to NXT. I get that. After the failure of Sin Cara, of hotshotting him to the main roster, I get that you want to, like, make sure that this guy's ready and he can go. But you didn't need Shinsuke down there for a year. 6 months tops, he's good to go. He could have been doing something big at Mania. He could have been facing freaking AJ Styles WrestleMania right now. But instead, we wanted to sell tickets for NXT, so we're going to keep him down there. It's this double-edged sword that sucks. It's like, I love that NXT is so big, but it's getting so not what NXT was. And it upsets me. But, that's my, well, this might be the longest, like, recorded video like this I've done. I will, see you guys tomorrow with WrestleMania predictions. I hope it's not on a recorded video like this. It's just easier to upload this, because it uploads in a, like, 12th of the time it takes to upload a normal video. But I will see you guys tomorrow with WrestleMania predictions. See you.